So Pivot, it's been a while, it's been a minute. It's been like an international break on my side. My apologies for that. Your boys were going through some things, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm back. The Pivot is back. Without any further ado, the weekend takeaways. Let's go. Man United are in trouble. Is it time for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to move? That's my takeaway. Is it Ole out time? Look, it's easy to look at the log and think, there's no crisis in this team. They're sitting third in the log, and then they're not too far behind the leaders. It's not that bad. However, it actually is. If you look at the fixtures that this team has had coming up to now, it's been relatively easy fixtures. I mean, the rivals have played each other. Chelsea has played City, City has played Chelsea, City has played Liverpool. They haven't played anybody really tough yet. And they really only have a third. I think they've got only 14 out of 21 possible points that they're supposed to get. So it's not looking too good for the team right now. Um, if you guys follow my fantasy football team, you'll know how I said that the next coming weeks are going to be fixture hell for Man United, and if you get off their players. And now that same thoughts needs to be explored when it comes to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's had easy games. The games coming up are not so easy. He's got Leicester, he's got Spurs, it's gonna be a mess of a fixture list. He's got the UEFA Champions League in between all that. So after the international break, he's really in danger of falling further behind. Now, the reasons why the team plays the way it plays can be many. You could name a myriad of reasons why Man United plays the way it plays. However, I mean anybody with eyes can see that the issue for Man United is the midfield. The midfield is just it's dead. If you have a look at this, there's no identity, there's no cohesion. They had 70% of possession in the game now against Everton this weekend. They had only 13 shots with 70% possession. Now listen to this. Everton only had 30% possession and had 12 shots. So that shows you something. So that as much as Man United had the ball, they were not creating anything with it. They had the ball but going nowhere. Everton, on the other hand, would get the ball and launch an attack. And that's all to do with the midfield. You can have, I've said this before many times, you could put Cristiano Ronaldo, which they have. You could put Messi, you could put anybody in that striking position for Man United, and it wouldn't matter because the team does not create enough chances. The striker doesn't score out of the blue. He needs chances so he can score. And as you can see, the way Man United plays is not really going that way. The midfield of Scott McTominay and Fred is a disaster. Yes, they got a lot of energy, but the mistakes they make are really costly. If you look at the goal Everton scored, it was because for some reason Fred got bumped off the ball by Damari Gray. How can Fred get bumped off the ball by Damari Gray? He's the defensive midfielder, and he couldn't. On the halfway line, anybody who's played football, anybody who's played soccer knows that if a guy is faster than you, you foul him in the position. You know what I'm saying? You pull his shirt. You don't let the guy bounce you off and then keep carrying running. It baffles the mind. And the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer persists in playing him is going to be his downfall. That's going to be his downfall. That's why Ole's going to get out. Because he's too stubborn to change that midfield. Yes, you could say that maybe a midfield of Matic and Pogba, would be a bit leggy in terms of chasing back. But can it really be worse than the midfield you have of McTominay and Fred? Can it really be that much worse? I don't think it can be. I know right now I sound like I'm ranting, and maybe I am a little bit. The hearts of the hard ones. But unless Ole Gunnar Solskjaer uses this international break to really examine his midfield choices and change that midfield, he is going to have serious issues. He's going to get fired. Hopefully. I didn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? If Ole doesn't change the midfield and play the guys he's supposed to play the right guys in the right positions, give Donny van de Beek a chance, play Matic more often, play Pogba in the right position, he's going to get fired. So yeah, that's my first takeaway then, I guess, that Ole is on his way out. Mr. Ronald Koeman is hanging on by a thread. Hanging on by a thread. The results that Barcelona are getting right now, rough. Griff. It's bad, guys. It's really, really bad. The team just doesn't seem to be gelling. There's no coercion. There's a big term that everyone is using that the coach has lost the dressing room. Koeman never had a dressing room. He never had it. The decision he made by getting rid of Luis Suarez, letting Messi go, fine, maybe it wasn't really his fault, but getting rid of Luis Suarez, losing Messi, he never ever recovered from those decisions, especially the Luis Suarez one. And Luis Suarez came back to haunt him this weekend by scoring that amazing goal and then really not celebrating, except he did celebrate. He used to call me on my cell phone. Anyway, so it's really a ticking time bomb for Ronald Koeman. In fact, it's a race between him and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to see who is going to get fired first. I think Koeman. I would take a bet on that. Anybody want to bet on me? With me, I mean, I bet that Koeman will lose his job before Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Because it's a mess at Barcelona. I mean, if you look at the last game, they had 62% possession in the first half. And the first chance only came in the 60th minute. The 60th minute, guys, is the first chance Barcelona had. The first chance Barcelona had. And then Ansu Fati was brought on soon after that. And yes, it was one who also had a chance right after that. And since then, after Fati came on, nothing happened for that team. They just huffed and puffed. Defensively, they were nowhere. I don't know what I've always said Gerard Piqué is overrated. I think it's pretty plain to see now. He hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same this season at all. I don't know whether it's the money thing. I don't know whether it's his wife being embroiled in that scandal regarding the Kenyan Guptas. Watch out for that story. That's gonna break soon. But something is really up with PK. It's just not functioning well. Busquets, fine, he's still doing his passing thing, but defensively, it's almost like he's not in touch with the game. I mean, Koke dominated him on Saturday. The runs that Lemar was making behind him, the runs that the kid, I forget his name, Najal Felix was making behind him as well. Ooh, it wasn't great. That guy they have there, Mingueza, I don't know where he's from. I don't know what the hell is going on with the Barcelona defense. But yeah, sometimes, and I hate saying this, but sometimes when a team is doing this badly, the only solution that you have as an owner is to get rid of the coach. They'll get that bump and they might perform better. So you want to get rid of the coach so they can get that bump. And I really think Koeman is on borrowed time. I'll be surprised, and I'm going to say to you, I'll be very surprised if Ronald Koeman survives this international break. If he is in charge of the team after the international break, I'll be very surprised. I think after that, he's then one loss away. It doesn't matter what he does. After the international break, he's one loss away from being fired. Hopefully, he goes on a run, and salvages something for Barcelona. But the way it looks right now, they're going to struggle to make it into the top four. So yeah, Koeman hanging on by a thread. Guys, the amount of times that I cry about the officiating in the PSL, if I had $1 a rand for every time I did that, I'd be a millionaire. The officiating in the PSL is worse than subpar. It is terrible. It's the worst thing about our league. And imagine how many things are wrong with our league. A lot, right? But the officiating is the worst thing. The game Chiefs against Amazulu ended 1-1. Chiefs got a penalty in the 94th, 95th minute there for an apparent handball by the Amazulu player. I don't know if maybe there's a different angle to this. I don't know if maybe it's the fact that I wear glasses and maybe I can't see. But that decision was blatant robbery. Amazulu were robbed. They were robbed. And you can't blame Killer Chiefs for that. You know what I'm saying? It's the officiating. How the linesman makes a decision like that, how he decides that that's a handball, is beyond me. If you look at how that game, how that move transpired, Lebohang Manyama even trapped the ball with his hand. He's the one who made a handball. He trapped the ball using his arm. And then the poor Amazulu guy, trying to get out of the way, the ball brushes his shoulder, and he get given a penalty against him. It's criminal, guys. It's criminal. And it's really, really saddening that this is the level of our officiating in the league. If we don't do something about this, if PSL doesn't realize just how below par, substandard their officiating is, the league is not going to get back the fans. They're trying to push us all to go to the stadium with this whole vaccination thing, go back to the stadium. But how are you going to go to a stadium to watch a game where the team that deserves to win gets robbed like that? you're gonna get disillusioned. I mean, I'm already disillusioned, but I know a lot of people who don't even watch the PSL. I watch the PSL because I love football, so I gotta watch it. But it's getting terrible, guys. I mean, I really don't know what these officials are smoking. I don't know what they're smoking, but yeah, something has to be done about it. Maybe VAR, but we all know how our league is regarding VAR. I don't think it's something that's going to be implemented anytime soon. But yeah, we need VAR in this league. We can't keep having the same complaints week in, week out about the same thing, which is the officiating. Yeah, so that's another takeaway. The officiating in the PSL is actually getting worse.
Captain We're rushing to Japan. Rushing to Japan. Fighting Japan. We are using their rights.
Yo, if you're a soccer player, you really are concerned about how much money you make, and because your career is really short. So when you sign for a team, and all those bonuses, signing on bonuses and stuff, and performance bonuses you get, you're very concerned about how much they are, and what can you do to increase them. So when your owner is out here literally giving you cash bonuses on the field of play, it's gonna be a good thing, right? It's gonna be a good thing. You're gonna be happy about this as a player. However, now as fans or as the league, this should be concerning. Real AM won against Maritzburg, beating them 2-1. They're on a good run. They're winning a lot of their games, and the owner, Mamkize, decides to bless them, Babesile, with stacks of cash on the field of play after the game. Now, why this should be concerning is that there are rules regarding how you pay players. You get what I'm saying? There are rules regarding how you pay players. This is not one of those rules. You don't give players cash bonuses on the field of play after a game like that. You write them into their contracts. It's a set fee. It's you do this, you get that. Not this thing where it seems like it's just randomly, she decides to give them cash for winning games. Yeah, you know what? It's her money, end of the day. How she got that money, that's a story for another day. How she is spending that money in the PSL, also a story for another day. But we have to be very careful about what we celebrate regarding Real AM. It's could be a good story, but I'm really scared that there's a scandal loading here. And if nothing is done about it, we'll have issues. Anyway, yeah, so my takeaway is Mom Kize is blessing them boys. Blessing. Right, now to get to the shock results of the weekend. Where to start? Okay, start by saying this. The only people who are happy this weekend with results wise are the betting companies. Both Betway, the Hollywood bets. Those guys are happy. The rest of us, people lost money this weekend. I'm telling you now. First up, PSG lost 2-0 to Rennes. Eh. And then Madrid lost 2-1 to Espanyol. Whew. Then Barcelona lost as well. I mean, and then top it all off, the team which never loses, Bayern Munich, lost 2-1 to Eintracht Frankfurt. I mean, what the hell was going on this weekend? It almost feels like it was personal, or like it was some sort of match fixing thing. All these four teams lost. If you look at the way Bayern lost as well, they were peppering Eintracht Frankfurt's goal and couldn't get past the goalkeeper, who had a fantastic game. Kevin Trapp, man of the match, fantastic game. The defense, Hinteriger, they did so well, and Bayern couldn't do anything, couldn't score one goal, and couldn't equalize. So yeah, those are my shock results of the weekend. Have your pick. Which one shocks you the most? Let me know in the comments. Right then, my favorite part of the weekend takeaways, as you guys know, is the team of the weekend. Let's get right into it. As you can see there, goalkeeper, I have the man who kept Bayern Munich at bay for the entire game. 10 saves, denied Lewandowski numerous times. Mr. Kevin Trapp, the goalkeeper from Eintracht Frankfurt, what a game the man had. And it's funny as well because he's just been dropped from the Germany squad. in favor of Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. I think that the coach might have to rethink that. I think he might have to rethink that decision. But yeah, Kevin Trapp, goalkeeper of the week. In defense, there we'll start from the left. The man Dalake, every time Sundowns plays, it's really easy for Sundowns in this Premiership, guys. It's really easy for them. And the K pretty much is that marauding down that left flank, more attacking a lot down the flank because they don't really have to worry about defending so much. So and they finally got an assist in this game there that they won this weekend. So yeah, Lala K makes it into the team. Next to him there, I'm giving a shout out to the other man who kept Bayern Munich at bay, the man Hinteregger. Even got a goal. Even got a goal against Bayern Munich. He did really well there. Was sort of the guy who had to man mark Lewandowski whenever he sort of got one on one, and he did that job very well. As much as Lewandowski beat him a few times, he still stuck right there, and well, Lewandowski wouldn't score one goal. So yeah, Hinteregger made it into the team. Next to him there, I have the man who broke, who stopped by Barcelona. Sorry, pardon me, who stopped Barcelona from scoring themselves the whole game. J.M. Jimenez, Jose Maria Jimenez from Atletico Madrid. Another great performance defensively from him there. Almost like a man who belies his age. He's a youngster, but he played like an old head there. Maybe that Simeone influence rubbing off on him. But yeah, didn't give Memphis and them a chance. Was all over the defense. And then he's becoming a bit of ever present in the team of the week teams. Cesar Spilicueta, the Chelsea captain, again an old guy who plays almost like like as a youngster still, really morose down the right to the extent where he got an assist over the weekend in their win. So yeah, you have to reward that sort of performance. And Chelsea, I keep repeating, guys, Chelsea is a team to beat this season. Watch out for them. Now moving on to the midfield there. Arguably, now bear with me. Arguably the best player in the world right now, Mohamed Salah. His scoring form is really high up there. He's scoring a lot of goals, scoring crucial goals, scoring really important goals, as he did this weekend against Man City there to salvage that draw. So yeah, Mo Salah missing to the team, and I'm telling you now, guys. For me, right now, he is the best player in the world. Next to him there, we have the main Tate, who plays for Rennes. In the PSG loss, like I said, PSG seemed tired, but Tate took advantage of that midfield. He was all over Verratti. He made sure that the guys didn't have time to play. Even shooting with a goal there. So yeah, he missed into the team there because of his performance. He's one of the main reasons why Rennes were able to beat PSG, and well deserving of his place in the team. Next to him, we have the man Kostic, the third Eintracht Frankfurt player of the team. I mean, anytime you beat Bayern Munich, guys, and I think it's the first defeat of the season. Anytime you beat Bayern Munich, it means you did something. You did something right. Kostic was, again, hardworking player, defending from the front. He made it really hard for Bayern Munich to really get into the game and get started. Even cheating with a goal there and an assist. So it's no brainer really. Kostic makes it into the team of the week. On the left there we have the the second player from Atletico Madrid. Seems like this weekend I'm rewarding the underdogs. I'm rewarding the players who did well against the so-called big teams. And that being said, I have to reward Thomas Lemar. A goal and an assist against Barcelona. First half was unplayable, just completely unplayable. Didn't see PK and his friends at all. Really ran riots. Well deserving a place in the team for his goal and his assist against Barcelona. Up front there, I have the third guy from Atletico, the man who came back to break Barcelona hearts, the guy that said was too old, the guy that said was done, the man who won Atletico the league last season, the man who beat Barcelona this weekend, Luis Suarez, 1 goal, 1 assist. Again, the goal he scored, even said afterwards that he knows how to stake it and PK defend, and he wasn't worried about finishing that. He knew what to do to finish that. That's a sign of a player who is a proven goal scorer. I still don't know why Koeman did that man go, but yeah, Luis Suarez made into our team. Now the last player there, again, second time in our team, Real AM. Guys, they're gonna be a problem. Those shasha cash bonuses that they're getting from the lady are gonna cause issues. LiQWYD scored a goal again. That gives him 5 goals this season. He's tied top goal scorer with Holi, and that's saying something. I mean, from a team that we didn't really rate in the beginning, for him to have scored 5 goals and the team to be in the place it's in and to have won the games it's won, it's really good. So yeah, we're rewarding LiQWYD with a spot in our team of the week. Coach of the week, coach of the week. You know, it's really hard sometimes to pick a good coach of the week when you look at the results. So yeah, coach of the week. Coach of the week has to go to the man who orchestrated and planned the Bayern Munich beating, Oliver Glasner. He did really well there. His team set his team up perfectly to take advantage of Bayern Munich. So yeah, he gets coach of the week. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's the team of the week for this week. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know who you guys think should be in there. I'm waiting for your input. Once again, guys, thank you for your support. Thank you for watching the boy. Thank you for liking the boy's videos. My name is Holi, and I'm really grateful for your support on this channel. Please continue to watch the videos, continue to like, continue to subscribe, share it with your friends. Let me know what you think. Let's engage. Once again, thank you. Until next time, peace.